Janet Jackson, Miss Jackson being very nasty, right? Wasn't that her song? Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. Well, Miss Jackson, you're very nasty. I don't know why you're even commenting on this. Janet Jackson doesn't think Kamala Harris is Black. Why are you commenting on this? Per the Atlanta Black Star, Janet Jackson has been living in a Great Britain for the past 8 years, close to her ex-husband with whom she co-parents their 7-year-old son. Her distance from the United States, however, appears to have left her somewhat disconnected from American politics. I prefer reality, disconnected from reality. Is she talking with a British accent now? Could someone find out for me? I would like to know. I guarantee you she is. I've been a reporter a long time, investigative reporter. I guarantee you she is. So Jackson made controversial comments about U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris that sent fans reeling, despite her mourning the loss of her brother, Tito Jackson. Tragic death. He died suddenly, heart attack. Well, there's this, though. During her conversation with The Guardian's Nosheen Iqbal, Jackson echoed a familiar Republican talking point, incorrectly claiming that Harris is not Black and has a white father. Well, you know what they supposedly said? She's not Black. That's what I heard. That she's Indian, Jackson remarked. Iqbal, who is of Indian descent, quickly corrected her, saying, well, she's both. Undeterred, now see, this is it. She doubled down on this. That's what this is about. Undeterred, Jackson responded, her father's white. That's what I was told. By who? Lauren Boebert? Who told you that, Janet? Who told you that? Prince Charles, did he tell you that?
With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show.
I mean, I haven't watched the news in a few days. I was told that they discovered her father was white in a few days.
It's been a few days.
Miss Jackson, come on now. Really? Contrary to Jackson's claims, Harris's father is not white. Donald Harris, a Jamaican-born, retired Stanford University economist, is Black with some mixed ancestry stemming from the Caribbean's history of slavery and colonization. Well, I just taught you something, Miss Jackson. Are you listening? Or do you want to keep being nasty? When corrected, Jackson responded, I don't know. Honestly, I don't want to answer that because I really truthfully don't know. You did answer that, Miss Jackson. You did. I think either way, it's going to be mayhem, referring to the aftermath of the high-stakes election. The Rhythm Nation singer, known for her activism against racism, found herself trending, with users blasting her for spreading misinformation. Some believe that her brother Randy Jackson may be influencing her views. Randy, who is 4 years older, her partner at Rhythm Nation Records, is an outspoken Trump supporter. 2020, he tweeted, my friend sent me this, and I thought it was so important to watch. I was voting for Biden, but this changed my mind to Trump. With friends like that. So Randy's own daughter, Stefana Jackson, pictured here with her grandfather, Joe, who starred in Nickelodeon's Zoe 101, allegedly criticized her father's political views on her Instagram story, stating, you have always been on the wrong side of history. Ooh. As a father, as an uncle, as a brother, as a husband, as a friend, she continued, that's the saddest thing about you. Not even your legacy will remember you kindly. Well, apparently there's some trouble in the family that perhaps not even a Yamla can fix. She's referring to some things. Perhaps you've heard some things in the past. The recanted apology from Janet's camp. So first she sounded real dippy, and then once again, she doubled down on it. Sunday, Mo El Masri, who claimed to be Jackson's manager, told multiple outlets, including Deadline, People, Washington Post, Variety, that the singer recognized her original statements were based on misinformation, and she apologizes for any confusion caused.
My bad.
You got it. Makes you want to scream. Isn't that the video, the song that they did together, Michael and Janet? It was a cool video, but this makes you want to scream. According to BuzzFeed, which first reported Eissa Masri's comments on Sunday, he is credited as a producer on her upcoming documentary and has been cited as Jackson's manager in several previous stories about her in other outlets. Forbes with the details here. Jackson's team, however, clarified later on Sunday night that the apology was made by someone who is not her manager and was not authorized to speak on her behalf. We want to stay ignorant. I added that. After the latest statement by Jackson's team, Eissa Masri telling the Daily Beast he had been fired by the musician, quote, due to disagreements between me, her, and Randy, the one whose daughter says, legacy not going to be kind to you, brother. You're on the wrong side of history. After her meeting with The Guardian and her unbalanced statements. Well, this is unfortunate. And as I said, she just seems dippy. And I don't really want to hear more from her, Jackson. And it's not because her brother may be supporting a. It's because I have a real hard time with people who are actively ignorant. And there's a difference between people who perhaps are living on an island. They don't have any access to the internet, satellite television, one of those wind-up radios. They have nothing. They fish with spears, and perhaps they live a happy life. They don't even get vaccinated. There's no need. It's just them. She's actively ignorant. She volunteered this nonsense. Perhaps Randy was feeding her some TikTok memes, and I just don't have any time for it. Tremendous respect loss for Miss Jackson. What say you?
I mean, this whole conversation is just stupid. I mean, how lowbrow is this? And Janet Jackson has been famous her whole life. She understands how the media works. She understands how things can get blown up. And out of all the stuff that you could have talked about, you know, she could have spoken on policy issues that she had, whatever. It could have been anything. But like, oh, somebody told me her dad's white. I don't know. How am I supposed to know? All you had to do was Google it. You know what I'm saying? Like this isn't secret information. And also, again, it's a waste of a time conversation because
thank you.
You can have as many people in the country who she's not black. Okay, life's gonna keep carrying on. Kamala's gonna do whatever she's gonna do, and so are all the people who support her and who are behind her. Like, this is just an online conversation. Now, I can understand, like, if somebody would think that I'm not black because I'm very light skinned, I'm half black, half white, but at least there's like a, you know, like reasonable doubt there, because it's like, oh, well, Brother Jackson is extremely pale. You feel me?
Thank you.
So but Kamala Harris is like 3 or 4 shades darker than me. So what's the point of even having this conversation? She's a brown woman. Her father's Jamaican. Her mother's Indian. Like, why are we debating this? You know, again, I could pass. If you call me white boy, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, look at the pigment. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But Kamala Harris does not have this issue. So for Janet Jackson to come out and say this, honestly, was a very juvenile. Like, you could have just not said this at all, and we wouldn't be talking about it. But
it's so stupid. And who wants to proclaim their blackness as some kind of a privilege, some kind of a leg up in a presidential, right. You know, I'm already a woman, and now I want to pretend I'm black, as if that's going to give her
right, like that's going to help you. Exactly. Like that's going to give you a leg up. Again, it's just like, it's the same thing. I mean, you know, obviously I'm nowhere near the level of Kamala, probably never will be in any type of way. You know what I'm saying? But again, like, people be like, you're not black. Like, okay, and my life carries on. So it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't matter. Like it means nothing.
It means nothing.
Yeah.
Although the next generation of Jacksons, Randy's daughter, I'll hear from her. Outspoken, a true activist who knows that her father and auntie sound real dumb. Real dumb. did not include D.L. Hughley, the comedian's response to Janet Jackson's statement. I invite you to look it up. Go on and look that up. You understand? Who gonna check me, boo? DL. DL checked her. All right, we're gonna move on here. I don't know what you don't understand if you watch the convention. Remember the two cute little, I think they were nieces of Kamala.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? And they said, Kamala, Kamala, with Kerry Washington. It was cute. Cute little break up to the action.